Hello everybody and welcome to Tim Time Projects, where I'm Tim. And speaking of time, we're going to take a look at how we can thwart somebody's attempt to stop time. So let's move on and take a look at a clock. So what is this, you may ask? I found it with a bunch of junk at work that should have been thrown out that wasn't thrown out, but I believe it was a clock that, I'm going to guess, just take a guess, fell off the wall. So that being said, let's turn that light off. Why is that light? Oh, I see, it's reflecting off the glass. Okay, I'll move that way out of the way. So I'm going to flip it over and take it out and just see how bad it fell off the wall. I can hear things rattling around, and as you can see, the display was moving. I don't know if this is like something kind of junky or what. There's a couple screws missing, so I'm assuming that somebody took it apart. Anyhow, I was sitting there, and I don't know how long I was sitting there, but I was about to throw it out, and I thought, oh, I'll just take a look. I'm curious to see what happened to it. So we're going to take these screws out. Oh, there was a couple missing. I had one out before the camera started rolling, but I think there was one or two other ones missing. Alright, that's good for it. That'll teach it a lesson. There's a switch back here, and I can see part of the circuit board's broken off. Let me see if I can light that up at all to help, if it'll kill the glare or what. I'll move the camera some too, maybe. Alright, so there's the part of the broken circuit board. The part up here. A 3-volt battery goes in here. What else is broken? None of the displays look broken, and I see the glass isn't broken, so it's promising. Let me turn it over. Now I can see where these all broke, all the standoffs. They should have been here, 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 here. Just the circuit. That's not a big deal. Let's spin this out of our way. Alright, here's where the wires come in for the power. Little power guy there. DC 5 volts and AC 9 volts, it looks like it says. I don't know if you can see that, that's kind of tiny there. So we need a 9 volt AC power supply, it looks like. This guy here, this looks like there's some glue and stuff floating around. Oh, here's part of the other circuit board. Let's get this out of our way. We'll definitely need cleaned up if this thing comes back to life. Let's look. No. Let me turn this off. Is that? Lighten it up. I think I had it dark from something. Try and get the glare out of it. Alright. I'm going to pull this over again some. See if... It's so hard to figure out in a camera which way to go. Okay, this one here is broken. That would be this one. That's not a big deal because I see it's just a ground plane. Let me take that off. looks like everything's there. We can just super glue that back on, and we're not really going to even do it maybe for structure. I'll end up putting a bolt all the way through that with maybe a large fiber washer or something, but just to have it back together. So we can super glue that. I'm looking up this end. I see that I have a power supply here that I found with it, 9 volts AC. So this probably is the power supply. Let me get that out of our way right now too. We don't need that for a little bit. We'll spin this around and around and around. Here we go. Here, see, I'll move you in a little bit more. All right, there you can see it broke some traces. 1, 2, 3, 4, some traces, and looks like we have this whole piece too, and I can fix that. I'll glue that on, and then I'll make some traces with just pieces of wire. Alrighty. So we put this stuff over here. Screws for everything. Yeah, oh yeah. Not a problem. We'll move those out of our way. And how hard or easy is this going to be to glue in here? That shouldn't be that hard. Alright, so I'll glue these in with a little bit of super glue, let it set up, and then I'll fix the traces. And then we'll power it up and see if it works. I'll be back when I get it glued in. Alrighty, let's see. I got one side, where is it? My finger's on the wrong one. There it is. Come on. I got one side. This pin's glued, or this corner is glued down, and the contacts are remade. And that's, and I just got to work on this side. I'd film it, but it's kind of boring. It's just me trying to jump it with solder or use little pieces of wire to jump it, and my head's in the way most of the time. I scrape this off with a little screwdriver. I'll show you like this. To get the coating off of it and expose the copper. And I'll do that on both sides. Then once I get a good amount off, I'll take a fiberglass pen and clean it up some. You guys get out of here. I have to glue them back down. And that's what I do, is I clean it up like that, but I'll just keep doing until I get a nice copper area. These ones will be real easy because they're close together. These ones I'll have to glue down and see what I end up with. But even if I cut those and ran a wire from here to here, doesn't matter. I'll be back. Alright, there it goes. Soldered. I don't know, we'll see what happens. So I'm going to find the power supply. We'll put some voltage to it and see what happens. Wish me luck. Let me find this end. I guess we should flip it over, because that's the business end. I do know that that fuse isn't in there. Let me see, is this the right adapter? Well, it fits, and it says 9 volts, so zoom you way up, and you can be with me when I plug it in and see what happens. We'll turn that off so in case there's any sparks we can look for it. Here it goes. 3, 2, 1. Well, something's happening. I don't see anything on this guy. That LED's out. ISA E10. That means where did I solder? I guess I'm on this end. Well, it's not. Nothing's doing anything. I don't know what it's supposed to do actually. I'm gonna push. There's 3 buttons in the back. There's one. Whoop! That did something. That made the other ones lit up. Still don't see this, but that might be the AM PM. Okay, that's flashing, so I guess that's the set. I don't know what this guy is. That's flashing. I don't know what this is down here, if it says. I don't think it says. It's probably a second timer. You can probably turn it on to seconds or something like that. It would be way down here. And that is the AM PM button. Alright, so far everything's working but this. I have no idea what that's for. Alright. Got a 1000 ohm resistor here that I don't know if it's pulled out or what it is. Sunday E10. I don't know. $46. January, February, March. What was this? July something, 24th. Oh, that should be the numbers. So that's not lighting up. So I'll look into that. July 24th, and then that would say, today's Wednesday. So let me see if I click. $20.65. That doesn't look right. Guess this must set the year. So will I have to go all the way around? 20. I'm gonna unplug it again anyhow. I don't know why I'm even wasting my time doing this. Okay, so why this one's not working? Well, I'm going to take a look for any broken parts first, because that kind of took care of everything else, and I'll be back. But I think actually I have to go to work. And I just pulled out the power and plugged it back in, like reset it, and now all the displays are coming on. So let's see. I don't know if I have a battery for that. It's 3 volt. I may have something upstairs, a standard watch battery. I think the kind that was in the TS940, I forget it was that 2032 or something, 3023, I don't know. So let's see if we can piece this together. Alright, so there it is in its glory, and turn off the lights so you can get a better look at it. So I super glued the little standoffs in, and I also drilled all the way through and put screws on the other end, because I just didn't trust super glue or that plastic. So now there's a screw on each end, and it's a good thing I did, because I've already dropped this once and it didn't fall through. The battery I took was a 2032. I just put that in. So now if you should unplug it and like power surge or power failure rather, plug it back in, it picks right back up. So it's good to have the battery in it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it now. I'll probably hang it somewhere. I think that's about it. So thanks for watching, and happy timekeeping.